All right, Dan Radakovich, nice enough to join us down here at Amelia Island at the ACC spring meetings. Dan, can you talk a little bit about what you guys are focused on during the spring meetings?
Well, this spring meeting doesn't have as many heavy lifting items as maybe had been in the past when there was expansion, new bowl arrangements, things of that nature. So this meeting really is to kind of clean up some processes that we've had, getting reports on the basketball tournament in New York, the movement of the championships back to North Carolina, how they worked during this year where they've been away, information from our senior women administrators on a lot of the Olympic sport activities will be something that we get tomorrow. We've had presentations on liability insurance, student athlete liability insurance. We've had presentations from Oliver Luck of the NCAA, as well as Michael Kelly from the CFP, Steve Hatchell from the National Football Foundation. So it's been a good day of gathering information. We'll get with our SWAs and FARs in the next 2 days to see what type of policy issues maybe they had come up with in their meetings, so as a league we would need to vote on.
What are the returns on the New York ACC tournament?
Well, they're closing it out right now, so I don't have a final number, but everything seems to be very positive. Great experience by the student athletes and the fans in New York, and looking forward to going back there again next year.
Any discussion of the ACC football championship? Obviously, it's returning now to Charlotte. Is any talk of moving it elsewhere because of the experience in Orlando, or is Charlotte going to be the permanent home, you think?
I think Charlotte, we have a couple of years left, I believe, on the contract, so we're going to stay there. Charlotte has been a great home for the ACC football championship, so we look forward to returning there. Orlando did a great job, but I think Charlotte has shown over the last few years of being a great home for the ACC football championship.
I know one of the focuses you guys obviously are starting to look ahead to the 2019 ACC network rollout. There's been some talk about maybe a question about whether they obviously want to come out with a splash and want to have some great football games at the beginning of the season. Heard some talk about maybe wanting to change Clemson's schedule a little bit to maybe do a Thursday night game opening against Georgia Tech. What's your take on that?
There's been some talk about that. Nothing's been finalized yet. I think that we're looking at the schedule that first week in total. Starting Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Labor Day Monday. I think that's one of the focuses of the group at ESPN, our partner in launching the network, and to start it off with a splash. But the matchups and things haven't been finalized yet.
Do you have much say-so in that? As far as does Clemson have much say-so in that, or is that just going to be something ESPN decides and you guys?
Well, as a member of the league, we played a Thursday night game a few years ago. We're not on the regular rotation at our request, but occasionally. So the last one would have been 14, and we're talking about 19. So there is some space between that if it ends up being that Thursday night.
And I know you have to do it whatever the league asks you to do, but would it be kind of disappointing to start the football season on a Thursday night at Clemson, knowing how everybody loves the tailgate and how popular that is? They look forward to that first home game.
Well, I think that first of all, we have the greatest fans in the ACC, and when the Tigers play, they're going to be there. And we've had Thursday night games in the past, again, not very regularly, and that's at our choosing, and the league understands that. There are other places in the league where Thursday night games are a little bit more of an institution than what they would be at Clemson. So if to start off the ACC network with a great matchup featuring a former national champion, or hopefully even defending national champion at that point in time, we're happy to do so to move the ACC network forward.